Cambodia stands at a crossroads. For decades, our nation has pursued peace, diplomacy and cooperation in Southeast Asia. And for decades, Thailand has been our neighbour, our partner, well, at least on paper. But in recent days, all of that has been shattered. Thailand has crossed our borders, launched armed attacks, and systematically targeted civilians and essential infrastructure. Schools, hospitals, homes and communities have been caught in the crossfire. Lives are being lost, families torn apart, and our sovereignty violated. The world cannot remain silent. Cambodia cannot stand alone. The time for decisive, coordinated, and international action is now. We call on the global community to rise, to witness, to intervene, and to hold those responsible accountable. There are 5 objectives we must achieve. Objective number 1, international fact-finding and media mobilization. First, we demand that credible international advocates and organizations step forward immediately. Major global media outlets must bring the reality of Cambodia's suffering to the world. Independent investigative mechanisms led by the United Nations and other reputable international bodies must be deployed without delay. Every attack, every crossing of the border, every assault on civilians must be documented. Every destroyed home, every hospital shelled, every child and family displaced must be seen, reported and verified, just like I've been doing this weekend. Even sleeping with one overnight to show the world the conditions they are living in. The truth cannot be buried under propaganda or ignored in the corridors of power. Only through international fact-finding and media mobilization can the world understand the scale of Thailand's aggression and act accordingly. Then there's the second objective, activation of the Paris Peace Agreements and treaty obligations. We call upon all signatories of the 1991 Paris Peace Agreements to reaffirm and enforce their commitments. Cambodia has upheld its obligation under these historic agreements. Thailand has chosen to violate them, disregarding Cambodia's sovereignty, territorial integrity and neutrality. These acts are not only breaches of modern agreements, they also violate centuries-old treaties, including the Siam-Franco treaties of 1904 and 1907, which established clear boundaries and respect between our nations. The world must recognise that these are not minor border disputes. These are deliberate acts of aggression designed to undermine Cambodia's independence and destabilise the region. Silence or inaction by the international community would embolden further violations and betray the very foundations of international law. Then there's objective number 3, and I've covered this in another video. Full sanctions and accountability. We demand accountability. Political and military leaders in Thailand who ordered these attacks, who have turned their guns on civilians, who have violated international law, must face consequences. That includes Anatin Charmvirakel. That includes Boonsin Padklang. And yes, that includes the King of Thailand himself. We call for coordinated sanctions, diplomatic, economic, legal and financial, against the individuals and institutions responsible. These measures must remain in place until hostilities cease and independent investigations confirm accountability. Cambodia does not seek revenge, but justice. And justice is non-negotiable. Every violation of human rights, every deliberate targeting of civilians, every act amounting to war crimes and crimes against humanity must be punished. The world cannot allow impunity to thrive. Objective number 4, defensive military support. Cambodia must be able to defend its people, its land and its future. We request international defensive military support, fully compliant with international law to deter further Thai aggression. This is not an act of provocation. It is an act of survival. Defensive measures are essential to protect civilians, infrastructure and critical resources, while diplomatic and legal processes move forwards. Cambodia seeks peace, but peace cannot exist under the shadow of unchecked military aggression. The international community has a moral and legal responsibility to ensure that no nation can invade a neighbour with impunity. And then the final objective, objective number 5, deployment of an international peacekeeping force. We call for the deployment of an international peacekeeping force under the United Nations or another recognised multilateral framework. The mission must protect civilians, prevent further escalation, monitor any ceasefire and stabilise the Cambodian-Thai border. Such a force will not only save lives but also send a clear message. Aggression against sovereign nations will not go unanswered. It will ensure that peace, law and human dignity are not optional. Cambodia cannot wait. Its people cannot wait. Every day of delay risks more lives, more destruction and deeper instability in the region. The world is watching. Cambodia is standing firm, but standing alone is not enough. We call on nations, international organisations and global citizens to rise together, to verify the truth, to hold violators accountable, to support defensive measures and to protect civilians through peacekeeping. This is a defining moment, not just for Cambodia, but for international law, for regional stability and for humanity itself. The time to act is now. Before more lives are lost, before more families are torn apart, before history judges your silence as complicity. Let the world hear Cambodia's call. Let the world answer with courage, justice and unwavering action and stand up with all of us and say those 3 words. Cambodia wants peace. A Kuncharan, Kamsarain, Cambodia, na.